Welcome back to one of the Bears Public Plays YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, March 19th. I'm back bringing out some more NBA plays for the Wednesday night slate. On Tuesday, Warriors money line. It was minus 3.5. Whenever we talked about it, Steph Curry's not going to be playing tonight, so they are now plus 3.5. I have them on the money line. Took them on the money line. Hopefully they can, pull it out for us. Jimmy Butler's still playing. Just no Steph Curry in this game. We do have Kristaps Porzingis over 18.5 points, sitting on 16 right now. He scored the first 7 points of the game for the Boston Celtics. I think he finished with 9 in the first quarter. Went back in, no points, and then finished up with 5 right for the half. But he has a bucket in the third quarter. So we're sitting on 16 there, looking pretty good. And those are the only 2 plays. So hopefully we can go 2-0. Warriors have not started yet. And Kristaps is, I think, 7 or 8 minutes in the third quarter. But we're going to go take a look at the games for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at 2 games for tomorrow. The Pistons going up against the Heat will be the first game. We're going back to FanDuel. Detroit Pistons going up against Miami Heat. Pistons now sitting at -5. It was 5.5 for the Pistons to cover the spread there. I'm going to take the Pistons -5 in this game. Bickerstaff not very happy with the referees after they lost going up against OKC. They lost that game by 6 points. He was asking for respect. He felt like they were not getting respected enough. Kind of feel the same. I don't think the Pistons get a lot of respect. The Pistons name, it runs deep in that bloodline of, you suck. The Detroit Pistons have not been a very good team for a long time, and now they're 38-31. They're coming off a massive win going up against the Pelicans after Bickerstaff had that press conference. He rallied the troops a little bit for a 40-plus point win. Probably the easiest bet you could have taken all night there. But I'm going to take the Pistons once again. The Miami Heat, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. They cannot be trusted. They got up, 33-11 or 12 on the Knicks the other night, and they ended up losing that game by 20-plus points. So this team cannot score effectively, efficiently. They just can't score over 100 points every single night. And that's if you're not doing that in the NBA, you're not going to win a lot of games. They're currently on a 9-game losing streak or an 8-game losing streak. The Miami Heat are. So we're going to take the Pistons here -5. They got back on the wagon with that win against the Pelicans. They're going to dominate the Heat in this game. Going to take them -5 as the first play of the day. Second play tonight, we are going to be looking at the Denver Nuggets going up against the Lakers. Going to be the late game. Nuggets, they were +1. Now they're +1.5. I think Joker and Jamal Murray are going to play in this game. Probably no LeBron James on the court for the Lakers, but I'm taking the Nuggets. You have to be impressed with what the Nuggets did to the Warriors on the road last night. They sat Jamal Murray, they sat Jokic, and they sat Christian Braun, and they still won that game by 9 points. They were up by 14-plus points, it felt like, the entire time. Warriors made a run, cut up to 4 in the fourth quarter. Didn't matter. MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook, those guys, those role player guys, beat the Warriors whenever they had a full healthy squad. Denver Nuggets playing well. They played great defense in that game. Don't know if they'll play great defense whenever Braun and Jamal Murray and Jokic get back on the floor, but the offense will be a lot better. They won't have to rely on Aaron Gordon to drop nearly 40 points to beat the Warriors. I am going to take the Nuggets in this game. The Lakers, they've been a good squad the entire season. LeBron James going out, they went on that 4-game losing streak with Luka. They beat the Suns very easily, a game that was basically out of hand the entire time. Suns cut it to, I think, 10 or 8 late in that fourth quarter. But Luka, even with the rolled ankle, he still dominated the Suns in that game. Coming off a win against San Antonio, winning that game by 16. San Antonio trying to throw. They're not trying to win games right now. I think this will be a good game, but I think the Nuggets will eventually win this one. I'm taking them +1.5. If you want to take the money line, go for it. But I think I'm just going to take the 1.5 points. Should be a very good game, and we'll see what Luka can do. It feels like if Luka's on your team, you have a chance to win in every game. Maybe the Mavericks should have thought about that before they traded him. But I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets there, +1.5 as the play. I'd love to show you some player props for these games, but as you can see, no player props out yet, so we can't do player props. What I will do is talk about my player props. Desmond Bane's going to be the play. Over 2.5 made threes going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Let me throw up the NBA recap graphic for you guys so you can see it. Pistons -5 now. Denver +1.5 is going to be the play going up against the Lakers. And we're going to go Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes going up against Portland. I bet Desmond Bane extremely late. I tried to not bet until Thursday to keep the bank account high so I can bet on every game come March Madness time. It just didn't work out that way. I just couldn't do it. I saw Desmond Bane. I saw him about 6 minutes into the first quarter, over 1.5 threes, was set at +100. I snatched at it, and it worked out because he went 7 of 7 from deep going up against the Kings. 2 threes pretty late in the first half, and then back-to-back threes coming out of the second half. 7 of 7 in that game going up against the Kings. 44 points on the night. No John Morant once again, probably tonight, going up against Portland to go over the 2.5 threes. He's been hitting his threes. 4 threes a couple games ago, 7 threes the night before. He has hit 11 of 12 from the outside over the last 12. He's feeling it from deep. Give me Desmond Bain over the threes. Last play of the day, Franz Wagner over the total points going up against the Rockets. He shoots a lot going up against the Rockets. That's what I'm looking for in this game, shot volume. And if we're going to be honest, Rockets were one of my favorite teams about middle of the season, even beginning of the season. Fred VanVleet goes out. The chemistry has not been well. Fred's dealing with an injury still. He's coming back in the lineup, trying to work out that injury. I think it's his ankle. But this team altogether, the chemistry is way off, and the defense has been suffering. Their defense has not been good over the last several weeks. I think the Magic can win this game against the Rockets. I'm going to take Franz Wagner here. Last time he played the Rockets, 15 points, but he shot 17 times. He has been a lot more aggressive for the Magic over the last several weeks. 17-plus shots in 8 of the last 9 games he's played in, and the one game he didn't take 8 or 17-plus was 16 going up against the T-Wolves. I think he's going to be very aggressive in this game as well, getting himself to the rim, getting himself to the free throw line, getting himself a lot of points, 21, 22 and a half, somewhere around there. I love this player prop for the over Franz Wagner. So that's going to be the final player prop of the day. Pistons -5, Denver +1.5, Desmond Bain over 2.5 made threes going up against Portland, and Franz over his total points going up against the Rockets as the final play of the day. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA picks and props for it is Wednesday, March 19th. If you guys enjoyed the content, please drop this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.